Hi there, Maureen from Color Me Positive PLR, and I've been playing with Artistly again because I wanted to see if I could get a workflow going to create clip art, like quickly and pretty easily, right? So here's what I've come up with, and it's pretty awesome. So I go into Create Design, right? And then I come into let's go back just so I show you everything. Go into the Fast AI Image Designer. And then you're going to want to come to AI design agents, or you can create from prompt if you like. But I prefer this because I can get 10 images instead of just 4 at a time, okay? Then I'm going to come down to Clipart, right? And I have a prompt ready, so whatever kind of clip art you're wanting to make, you can just plug in your prompt there. Okay, I'm going to leave it at 1:1 and I want 10 images. And let's see how this does. Now it's going to take a little bit to actually create it, so I'm going to pause this until it does it. Okay, there are still 2 that are processing, but they'll come up later. So from here, once I've generated the images and shut the front door, how cute are these? I'm loving these. Once you've generated, okay, the images that you want, what you're going to want to do is come over to AI bulk actions, click on that, okay? And here you get to create actions to do stuff with it, okay? So it says here, I'm going to click on this first, start with a blank action, upload your images or choose from library. So I'm going to choose from the library, and I'm only going to do a few of these because it takes a little bit longer. So I don't want you to have to sit there waiting. I'm gonna choose this one. I love the puppy. I actually love all of them. So let's just do, and I love the elephant. Okay, and the monkey. So I'm gonna select 4, and it's gonna upload them. There you go. Then you're gonna click on the plus button, add a step. You're gonna want to upscale the image. Okay, so you're going to click on that. Upscale before you put it into 300 DPI, okay? And then you're going to want to click on here, only upscale, unless you want to improve the face if it's a human thing. Then I'm going to add another step, and I want to convert it to 300 DPI, okay? Now, it has removed background here, so I wanted to try that, and I did, and I'll show you why I will not use it again until they improve it, okay, in a minute. So click on Convert to 300 DPI, and then build the action. Okay, and I'm just going to put Upscale 300 DPI. I don't know why they want you to name it, but they do because it doesn't save. So you're going to have to do this each time you want to use this, but it takes seconds, so it's not so bad. Then click on Build, okay? And then you'll see your images coming up here that are being processed. And again, I'm just going to pause until they come through, okay? Okay, they've populated here. So when you click on the C button, it says the dimensions are now 4096 by 4096, so it upscaled it, right? Because it was 1024 by 1024 before. Now it says it upscaled image and converted it to 300 DPI. So I'm just going to check on that to make sure. Now, what I want to do here is I want to download all 4. So instead of going through one by one, I'm just going to click on bulk download. Click on this. So, I mean, you could have like create 30 of these, right? And then just bulk download them all instead of doing it one by one. And then I'm going to download, select it, and you download it as a zip. So this should be pretty quick. And then I'm just going to check in Photoshop to make sure that it did convert it to 300 DPI. Okay. So I'm going to let's put a name here so I know which one. See, I've been practicing. Clipart 300. Okay, save it. Then I'm going to open it up here, extract all. Okay, now let's view this large icons. There we go. So I'm just going to bring one in. I would check all four because I'm a control freak, but I'll just do one for sake of time. Okay, so here's the image. Now, if I go to view 100%, it really does a good job. Okay, and let's fit that back on the screen. I'm going to check this image size. So it's 4096 by 4096, and the resolution is 300 dpi. So perfect. So I'm assuming the other ones are the same, right? So I'm going to close this out. I'm going to come back here. And I'm going to grab all four of these. Okay. Oh, first let me show you why I will not use the remove background in Artistly. Okay, here are a few I did before. I wanted to remove the background and I upscaled these, did the 300 dpi and everything, and it did a really poor job. Okay, look at all the white, that's the background. Here, left white here. Here it's got all sorts of crazy stuff. Here is really bad. And the thing with this is too, if I bring this into Photoshop, you'll see how it actually removes it, right? Now, if I go to 100%, look at this, all the artifacts. It's horrible, right? So I would not, definitely do not use the background remover in Artistly, okay? What I do want to do, let's see, let's come over to Canva, right? If you have a Canva, and I think you need the paid one in order to use the background remover, but it's one of the better ones. So I would just click on this, drag it into Canva, okay, and it'll upload it for me. And then I can just images. Okay, so it's uploading the images. And let's just click on one. When you click on it, it'll bring it into the editor. And remember, this is big because we upscaled it and did 300 dpi, so it might take a little bit to upload. And here they have, yeah, it is a paid, and you have to pay. So remove the background, and we'll see how Canva does. Pretty good. Now it still has some things here that it didn't do really well, but that's pretty easy to remove. Now you could use the magic eraser, okay, and come in here and do that to get rid of the extra they have there. Let's do that. Okay, erase. Now, depending on what type of clip art I want, I might just leave the shadow, right? So it does a pretty good job. You can come in and clean it up a bit more if you want. So that's pretty good. I'm not going to save it. Let's see how it does with the bird. Okay, background remover. And it does a really, really wonderful job on the bird. No artifacts. If you want to get rid of these, I like them. But if you wanted to get rid of the little dots or polka dots, you would just edit those out. Now you can save them. No, you don't have to say, I don't save them to actually to Canva. I just download it, right? And I'm not even going to rename it. And that would be it. So this is a super, super simple way, right, to create a bunch of clip art really quickly and actually, like it's a good workflow because you can go directly from here from creating the images, then choosing them and upscaling them, converting them to 300 dpi. The only missing thing is the actual removing the background. And you can do that in Canva, or if you have, I do it in Photoshop sometimes as well. So it depends on how you do that. Now I'm hoping Artistly really improves on the actual remove background thing. I put in a request for that because it's important if you're creating clip art, right? Especially to sell. Okay, so I hope this gives you some ideas on creating clip art for yourself and how quickly it can be done.